Number one, sweaty
videos.
bodies are gross to me. I don't want to see your muscles because I'm going to envy them. I mean, I don't want to do the work, but I want to look like that. Don't hurt my heart by showing me how you look so that I can look in the mirror and see how I look. I look like the before picture to everybody's Jen's after picture.
Like a busted can of biscuits.
It's awful.
Welcome. You're listening to Passages. This episode is brought to you by Riddle Creek Publishing, riddlecreekpublishing.com. You can find all kinds of titles on religion, Bible study. There are fiction, works of fiction. The latest title that's coming out of Riddle Creek is I Want to Go to Heaven by Andy Kaiser. It's already up on Amazon. It'll soon be available at the Riddle Creek bookstore very soon. We're waiting on the printer to get those copies out, but really excited about that. If you want to study about heaven, it's a good source for that. riddlecreekpublishing.com. This sponsorship is made in memory of Mary Jane Kaiser, the founder of Riddle Creek. And I want to say hello to everybody. Tim?
Hello.
What happened to you?
Hey, Tim.
I lost.
You're looking a little different.
Yeah, I grew a mustache.
Yeah, it looks good. That's a quick beard. I didn't know that you could grow a beard like that fast, but... you know, I hope Millie likes it.
She will.
Okay.
It's already uncomfortable.
Should we introduce our friend, dude?
I guess we should. So this young man is one of our biggest fans, guys, and he's got a special place in my heart, and he has begged and begged and begged about getting onto the podcast. And so tonight, I knew Tim was out, and so I messaged y'all because he had asked if he could be on. Actually, he sent me a list of what he would talk about if he could be on.
That's good. We need content.
And I messaged y'all thinking that y'all would bail me out so that I wouldn't have an uncomfortableness of sharing time and space with another Pullum. And here we are. My son Taylor has joined us tonight. We've had a long talk about proper etiquette and things like that.
We're not worried. We're not worried about it.
No,
he's going to do great.
We can always cut things out.
I know that he knows what we do here because he is probably our biggest fan.
He watches every episode, and he's probably shared it and got more people. I know for a fact that he got on someone else's phone and subscribed for them.
Oh. That's the spirit.
It's the way we should be doing
evangelists.
That's right. He's spreading the word.
Can we make that? We'll just make that your official title.
Yeah, I like that.
I get a nameplate.
Yeah,
with that.
Passages, missionary in residence.
Yeah, I like that.
So it's been an interesting week this week. Puxatawny Phil saw his shadow, guys. I hope you're prepared for 6 more weeks of cold.
I was so shocked that it was going to be cold in February.
You know, I don't know exactly what language Puxatawny speaks, but it was weird. The guy was holding him like he was having a conversation with him.
They hold the rodent up to their ear.
I would be afraid it would gnaw my earlobes.
Yeah, you got to be careful. They got those bug teeth,
and
sharp as razors.
I can't see the Groundhog's Day thing with Puxatawny Phil without thinking about the movie. What a great movie that is.
That's a great... I haven't watched that in a long time. It's time for a rewatch.
The movie makes me laugh. So... well, guys, tonight I'm bringing a list, and it's been a while since I brought a list, but I had this idea, and I'm not sure where I got it, but it popped in my head at some point this week of common things that should be banned. These are kind of trends, habits, maybe
you could get into trouble on this one.
Oh, I'm getting into trouble tonight.
Is this common things that should be banned, or is this just Jason doing a long, extended grind my gears?
This could be a grind my gears.
Before each one, should we hit grind my gears or just...
because I think a lot of these are going to be things that grind all of our gears.
Okay.
And I have not protected anyone in this. Anyone is fair game for me hurting your feelings tonight. Not necessarily in this room, just as in... passengers, buckle up because I may be talking about you.
And is this your list, or have you
I
compiled
most of this, and then I had some help coming up with a few other things.
Okay, so it's not.
This is not. You cannot go online and find this list. This is.
You can only get this content here on Passages, folks.
Only tune in weekly on Passages. All right, here we go.
You know what really grinds my gears?
replying with a thumbs up emoji to serious messages. That drives me crazy. I hate the emoji thing anyway in response to texts. If I send you, a quick little funny one and you give me the laughing emoji, okay, I'm all right with that. But if I send brother so-and-so's in the hospital and you send me a thumbs up, that's just rude.
Yeah, my neighbor died last night.
Boom, and you get a boom. And it's even worse if it's the thumbs up that keeps changing colors. Just pick one. If you can't pick one.
That's a Google thing.
That must be it.
Oh, it's a Google thing. Yeah, sorry. Losers.
No.
Let me add another one to this.
Wait.
People who use iPhones.
Can't let that go. No.
People who use iPhones is now
ahead,
something
Patrick.
that should be banned.
I'm taking the leash off.
What?
No, go ahead.
Sick him.
Look, all I know is
I feel like he's getting on to Joel now.
Got a
Just
green
as he's
bubble
channeling
over
that-
here.
Yeah,
go ahead.
all I know is you make our text messages green, and that's awful.
Well,
and also
you should have a better system to get text messages on.
also
Google Message.
because of you, we can't edit typos, and Drew judges us.
Now that is Drew
Well-
Judges. Yeah.
I make more typos than anybody.
All right, hit it.
Oh,
Oh,
are
we're
we
doing
really
it.
doing
Oh,
that?
every
You
one
know
of
what
them.
really grinds my gears?
Talking on a speakerphone in public. If
Yeah.
you're in a public place, get off
Agreed.
your speakerphone. And along with that, you don't have to hit it for this one. Talking on the phone in general, whether you're on your speaker, Bluetooth, earbuds, holding the phone to your ear,
in the public restroom.
in the bathroom, that drives me crazy. You're in there to do one of two things, hopefully.
Well, maybe
Either
three.
one or two.
We got it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Maybe-
well, you can
maybe
wash your
three.
hands.
But maybe number 3.
That only happens like once a year, and that's really
Yeah,
bad.
right.
Shuts you down for weeks.
Right.
Yeah. But anyway, but it drives me nuts when I'm in the public restroom and I am trying to go to the restroom and someone's having a conversation next to me.
Mm.
That's up there with talking to me while I'm in the restroom.
Yeah.
Just don't. All right. Hit it, Patrick.
You know what really grinds my gears?
Loud keyboards. We had this discussion at some point.
Mm.
The clickety clack, the
Yeah.
really loud ones, the old school ones drive me crazy. That little constant. I don't need to hear that.
Good thing you came after the time of typewriters.
Well, actually, I learned to type on a typewriter, so I remember it, and it was. But I don't think my tism was as bad back then as it is now. Maybe I don't know.
The clicking keyboards are back in style now.
Well, that's why I put it on this
For,
list because
like,
it should die.
If you play video games, that's what it does.
Sounds like castanets.
Yeah. Wait,
Sounds
what is
like-
that?
It's like a Spanish instrument, percussion instrument. You play with your fingers.
With the okay.
All right, here we go. The next one.
Those finger symbols.
You don't
Yeah.
have to keep hitting it. Leaving voicemails that just say call me back. If you call me and sit through 4 rings and my voicemail picks up,
Tell me what you're calling about.
don't say, hey, call me back. It drives me crazy.
That's
Give
a
me-
holdover from the answer machine days.
Give me context. I want context. And honestly, don't leave me a voicemail. If you get my voicemail, hang up and send me a text. Call me when you get a chance. I need to talk about this. Something short, concise.
I have a feeling you may have hurt somebody's feelings on that one.
I'm just
That one
saying.
felt pointed.
Sounds, yeah. it
Who hurt
sounds
you,
personal.
Jason? Who hurt you?
Everyone, Patrick. I'm in pain. I'm feeling very emo tonight.
Yeah.
Next
Just
one.
Gotta get your hair out of your eyes.
This is one that I've noticed recently that's happening more and more often. I'll get an email. So I like to email because you get a written record. If I'm talking anything business wise, I want to email. It's that way we have a list.
I still use email for that reason.
But when you respond to me from your phone, I don't need it to include sent from iPhone at the bottom or sent from
Yeah.
Android or Galaxy phone. There's got to be a way to shut that off. I don't care how you respond to my email. You could send it however. I don't
people
need to
aren't
know
doing that on purpose. Your beef is with the tech companies.
I think you can
Yeah.
turn that off.
You can
though,
turn it
can't you?
off, but you have to go turn it off.
Yeah.
The ones that I hate
Uh-huh.
are the ones where they change their it's a signature is what it is
Yeah,
in your
yeah.
mail app.
Yeah.
And the ones that bother me the most are they'll say something like sent from my iPhone, please excuse any typos.
Oh, that would just drive me
Just
crazy.
don't say that.
I don't.
Some of these signatures are so creative. I think they're personal messages to me, and then there'll be some back and forth. And at the end of every one of them, there's this lengthy quote or something.
Oh,
I think,
yeah.
oh, that's just
Yeah.
standard. That's
Well,
form.
And let's be honest, in today's world, kids don't know how to type. They type with 2 fingers, and there's always typos.
Hey,
how many
we've
fingers
got-
do you type with?
All 10.
I
yeah,
don't think so. I've seen
Jason.
you type.
All 10.
All right, let's
I
see
don't
here.
try very hard in front of you.
Now, this is one I think I've heard us all talk about. Group texts. Now, if
Yeah,
there's
with
if
green
it's,
bubbles.
if it's a friend, let's say there's 4 people, friends group, and you're in a group text, I'm okay with. There you go with the green bubbles, Patrick. There you go.
It just
hit me. But like, what's the? Is it group me? Is that the one that like the ballparks and stuff?
Yeah, coaches.
Group me is
Oh,
awful.
It's awful. But I just can't stand getting 100. Like if there's 15 people in there, I'm gonna take myself out of that. I may miss a lot of stuff, but I'm not doing any of those big mass messages.
Group me in particular is awful, but it's free.
Yeah.
And so that's why the schools and the ballparks use them.
Yeah. Now this one I'm stepping on my own toes because I do this, but my brother Tim talked about this, I think, last week's podcast. When you go to a concert and you spend the whole time filming, that needs to stop. And I'm putting that one on there for myself because I'm a filmer and I miss the experience. I'd never thought of it that way. And that was good advice.
Do you ever go back and watch your concert videos?
I do sometimes.
Okay.
I like to
Well, it's
show
not a total
like if I
waste
go
then.
to a show and I come back, if it's a show that Taylor or them haven't been to, I like to come back and show them, some of the stuff.
And I bet they love that.
No, they
Watching Dad's
Pretty sure
concert
they don't.
videos.
come watch my new VCR.
Billy Joel
shows.
was really getting it tonight.
Well, I like it because me and Dad have the same taste in music.
It is pretty similar.
I
Yeah.
think I listened to like 863 different genres, and he was like 862 different genres.
Y'all have an eclectic taste, that's for sure.
Now, this one never happens on this podcast, but I've seen it on other podcasts. Fake laughing on podcasts or any type
Laugh
of
track.
Yeah, it drives me nuts. I don't want to hear it.
He's not talking about
No,
laugh
not
track.
a laugh track. I'm
He's
talking about when the hosts are
people-
like,
When the hosts are, okay.
that's ridiculous.
I don't feel like I have a good laugh or a fake laugh or any.
I'm pretty sure people know by the expression on my face that I don't, if I'm fake laughing, they're going to know because I'm looking, my eyes say you're an idiot, but I'm going, ha ha ha. It's anyway, I don't like fake
that
laughs.
when Tim's not here, I miss his laugh.
He's got
it's
the
not,
best
It's
laugh.
not fake. I shouldn't put it in this category, but I'd just like to say here, he has a great laugh that makes our show better.
And there are a couple of these
No pressure.
that I had before I found out, and I think I would have got a good hoo 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 chuckle out of Tim. That's how he laughs. I don't know if you know that. I think corporate phrases need to go away. We've talked about a lot of those here. We're pivoting to
Synergy.
this. Oh, I haven't.
Get synergistic.
Yeah. Let's circle back, moving
Top
the
of
needle.
mind.
We're going to be intentional.
Intentional.
Intentional, that drives. Anyway, those need to go. And then this is a trend that I have used myself and it needs to go away. And I'll tell you why I use it in a moment, but using the term vintage or rustic so that you can charge more.
Vintage.
That needs to go away. I do that when I resell things sometimes. I will put the word vintage typewriter. I mean,
Just means it's old and wore out.
it's a piece of junk. But if you put vintage or rustic on it, it's $15 more than anything else you've got. So that just drives me nuts. Now I'm going to start probably stepping on a few toes.
Uh-oh.
Wellness trends, diets, workouts, that kind of stuff. Maybe they in themselves don't need to go away, but people talking about them, posting about them need to go away. If you're dieting, good for you. I
Why
don't
is
want to
it
hear about it.
That there's a general human condition where we all want to talk about whatever we're dieting or exercise routines. We do that. We all do that.
Yeah, it's.
Why do we do that?
I don't know, but no one
Because we don't enjoy it.
because we
When
live in a
other people are
social
doing-
media age where we think everybody cares.
But this goes way
They
beyond
don't.
before social media.
Oh, I know. It's bad. Another one. I've never had any of you leave me these, but and neither. Let me say this too.
He's been doing a lot of disclaimers
Yeah,
tonight, Patrick.
For the record, my wife nor my kids have ever done this. But when people leave you or text you or use an app that does voice notes where they just sit, have you seen those? Like I can record my voice. Like I can say,
Yeah.
hey, I'm on my way home. call me if you need me to get anything, and then hit send. And when they open it, it's a recording of me saying that.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of stuff drives me nuts. Just send a text.
Or, you know,
I don't
What if-
you
what
can
if they're
dictate
driving?
a text
You can.
that can be read
That's what I
as
do.
opposed to listen to.
In my truck, I get a text. Do you want to reply? Yes, I want to reply. And then I just tell it what to say. And I say, send.
I've received
Perfect.
those voice memos before and couldn't listen to them where I was because I was in a place where I didn't need to be playing my phone out loud.
Yep.
So I couldn't get the message for a while. Whereas if it had been texted, I could just glance down and read it real quick.
Let's see here. Next. Sorry, Taylor. Overly complicated drinks. I want you to think Starbucks and 7 Brew.
Oh,
If you have to say more than 2 words, black coffee, when you order a drink at one of these places, you're ordering too complicated of a drink.
Why does that bother you?
Diet
Drew,
Coke.
settle down, Drew.
No, I
No,
don't.
Drew's
I
getting
don't.
upset.
I don't
Drew-
drink
no,
complicated
he's-
drinks.
Because I hate being
Black
behind
coffee?
people when they're trying to decide, number one, what they want.
Okay.
And then they're trying to run through the list of 47 items that they want in their drink. Get out of the way. Move. Go to another store. Why are there places that make all these Let me ask you this. Why do you need to go and buy what do you get at 7 Brew?
Pixie Stick Energy with light ice.
There you go. You hear
Light
that?
ice.
Pixie Stick Energy with light ice.
Now, what is this drink?
To be honest, I don't know, but
and
I
you're
know people-
ingesting it.
I know people who work there and they just give me free drink
Oh,
cards.
okay.
So
All right.
I don't really even pay for them. Probably haven't since it opened. So
Mm.
Oh, this is going out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that
should
might not
be
be
careful.
safe.
You don't need. You're going to get some people fired now. Way to
We-
go.
they don't work there anymore, but I just have a stack of cards still.
Okay.
You
Nice.
spent a total of at 7 Brew.
Does it
It's the
taste
lowest
like
thing
a
we've ever
pixie stick?
censored.
Close. I
What's
haven't
the
had it-
energy
those
in it? Is it
powdery-
loaded with caffeine?
Oh yeah,
Is it like a Red Bull or something like
it's
that? in
less caffeine than a Red Bull.
it? Okay.
Well,
But
that's
you-
not saying much.
Yeah.
Just the name of it exhausted me. It sounded too long.
Light, light
to,
ice.
To be honest,
Light ice.
I
No.
just pull up and I don't even order. It's
They just
usually
give
just
it to you.
sitting there.
They just
Is it
give you
light ice
something?
so that you can get more beverage?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
how I
Yes,
am at Waffle House. I just
better
walk
value.
in and they start fixing
Yeah.
it for me. So I can get that. Like father, like son. All right. This one may step on some toes, not in this room because we don't. Posting gym content. Don't post your gym content.
Oh yeah.
Number
Yeah.
one, sweaty
Pictures, videos.
bodies
hmm
are gross to me.
Mhm.
I don't want to see your muscles because I'm going to envy them. I mean, I don't want to do the work, but I want to look like that. Don't hurt my heart by showing me how you look so that I can look in the mirror and see how I look. I look like the before picture to everybody's gym's after picture.
Like a
It's
busted
awful.
can of biscuits.
It's awful. When I get home tonight and my Spanx come off, it's like, it's awful. All right. Another
I
one.
sure hope that I'm pulling that sound clip out.
All right.
That's one for the ages.
Yep.
That goes on the board.
It does.
Let's see here. All right, boomers, you're not free from this talk. Boomers, listen. This is my parents' generation and older. I need you to listen to this. These next few are specifically for you. Don't leave long voicemails.
Okay, so
I
you don't
don't
want
need-
too short of a voicemail,
I
but
don't
they
want
can't be
to.
too. What?
I don't want to call me back, and I don't want a soliloquy.
So, how? Like, what's your
Hey,
your best voicemail length?
hey, I need to talk to you about this. Give me a call when you get a chance. Boop. Or hey, call me when you get a few minutes. I need to talk to you about this. That's it. That's all I need.
Voicemails are scary, you know.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
don't
one
like
take.
I
There's
don't
no
like-
going back.
I don't
Once
like
you start going down
voicemails
that,
either.
You start going down that road. There's no turning back.
I don't like voicemails very much anyway.
Jason,
It's kinda like this show.
How one take wonders.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is us.
How many?
We'll ask
many
him
more you
to
got?
edit it, but
Just a
it
few.
doesn't get edited.
Just a few. Am I running too long?
No,
Am I getting in trouble?
I was gonna try to give you a little.
Oh yeah. Okay, boomers.
I just
up.
don't actually know what this. I'm using royalty free music.
Good.
Oh,
That's good
well,
because we don't
good,
need to be
because
shut
we-
down. All right,
YouTube.
boomers. Here's
Got
you another
taken
one.
down for a couple days last week.
For the love of all that is good in this world, stop forwarding chain messages and social media posts. Do you all get those from people? Emails, text messages that have been forwarded?
Not anymore.
Oh, it happens. It drives me crazy.
So, like,
Oh, yeah.
that says pass this on
Yeah, and I don't want,
to receive
I'm just
a blessing,
telling you right now,
that kind
if
of
you
thing.
send me a message and I see FW more than once, I'm deleting it and
I
not reading
used
it.
to see that stuff. I haven't
Yeah.
seen one of those in a long time.
I still see them from time to time.
What kind of people are you hanging out with online?
Obviously, boomers.
He's aiming at the
Man.
boomers.
All right, here we go. When you can say what you need to say in a concise text message, don't call me. I don't want to talk on the phone. Ever. Period.
I'm getting the sense you just don't like the sound of other people's voice.
I just don't like the phone. But
I'm getting the sense that he doesn't like people.
Yeah. Now that,
that's, yeah, and there's some truth to that.
yeah.
But does it not drive you crazy when people call you to tell you something that could just easily have been said in a text message?
What about when they text you and then call you?
Oh, that's the worst.
And then
Well-
you haven't had time to
Hey,
read the
No, it's
the
when
message.
you
Hey.
text them and they call
you right back.
That's
Yeah.
the worst.
Hey, can you talk? And you haven't texted back yet and your phone's ringing? Oh, that makes me want to throw the phone out the window. Like, no.
Might as well
can-
just
I
call.
No, I just send it to voicemail. And then they leave a long voicemail, which then gets my blood pressure up.
I feel like you're revealing too much.
One day I'm going to have a stroke because of
Yeah.
voicemails. All right. Just a few more. This one I see not as much as I used to, but I still see it too often. Please stop typing following in the comments on social media.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
No, that gets you in the notifications for that
Mhm.
post, though, right? There is a function to that.
Yeah. If you
There's a purpose for it.
but also typically there's a function.
If you
to-
click like,
well that
or follow.
or sometimes there's a specific I want to follow this post button you can push.
or just give a thumbs up emoji.
Dad, that's how we.
Well,
that's
you
how
already
we
said we
follow
can't
all
do
the-
that.
that's
I know,
how
I
we
was being-
follow all
I was
the
being
cattle
sarcastic.
auctions on Facebook.
Oh, following drives me crazy. All right. This is
Taylor,
another
your dad
one.
is a misanthrope.
Oh, what?
Misanthrope.
Mm.
I think I said that correctly. He doesn't seem to like people.
Oh, that's the truth. You should hear what I hear when he gets home.
Shh. Let's see.
I'd
here.
like to hear what he.
No, we
Go
don't.
ahead.
No, skip.
All right. Two more and then I'm done. Posting on your social media post. I do not give Facebook permission. Ellipsis mark.
That's just a form of a chain mail.
Yeah, that's
Chain-
all that. That's a
chain
copy and
forward,
paste
yeah.
thing.
Please stop doing that, people.
Yeah.
Well, they
Please.
don't know. They're scared that
No.
Facebook is stealing their information as if
that has
they,
no-
Facebook
that has-
100% is stealing.
Yeah,
your
but there's
information.
nothing you
If
can do about it.
Look, if you don't want your information stolen, stay off the
Get off-
computer.
yeah, get off your computer.
Throw your phone in a pond.
right.
Use a can and two strings. And even then, someone may be listening. I'm
Typing.
not sure.
I don't give Facebook my permission to
Does not
use
do
my
anything.
photos.
But it you know
It's
what
not
it
going to
does?
do anything.
It makes Tim Layton take a screenshot of it and text me what he sees. It happens. So I'm just telling you, people, be very, very careful of what you text because it gets out there. All right. And the last one, ending a text with a signature or complimentary close. Thanks, so-and-so, or sincerely, it's a text. I know who it is. You're in my phone.
As like a signature.
Yeah. Now,
And it's
if
on every
well,
message.
sometimes if it's
Yeah.
somebody that doesn't normally communicate with you, they've got to put their name on it so you
but
know
you
who they
start
are.
out with, "Hey, Drew, this is Jason." You
So
don't
we got to
say-
do it at the beginning. We can't do it at the end.
You can't say
your rules.
thanks, comma, Jason. It doesn't work that way. It's not a
What do we-
letter.
We
it's
got to
a
put
text.
a dash.
It's a text.
Dash name.
A dash is that's a period or a comma. Yeah. I didn't know if you
Okay.
knew that. I'm just telling you,
Wow.
it drives
I'm
me
afraid
crazy.
to
Yeah.
communicate with
Yeah, we
Jason
can't-
anymore.
basically people-
We can't text with you
And
anymore.
let me just tell you this. Don't call me. Don't
Don't
text
e-
me.
You've
Don't
already
email me.
Don't
told us.
leave me a voicemail.
We get it.
In fact, just avoid me. All right, sorry. It may have been a bad day to bring this up, but some of these
Oh.
were in my mind today. as
I
went through
relate
the day.
to a few of those. Yeah.
Yeah. We've
Bless
talked
your heart,
about
Taylor.
some of these. Yeah.
Have
All
a
right,
Makes
new,
me laugh more than
new
anything.
appreciation for you.
That's all I've got.
So I'll go next. I have a list of things that annoy me. Long list is one of them. No. I want to talk about Elon Musk a little bit. And this concept he has. He says saving for retirement will be irrelevant in the next 20 years. Now, I perked up on that because I feel I have not saved enough for retirement. I'm working on it, but you could always have more, you know. It's one of the things I worry about. But he says when you get into the weeds here, it's not as good as it first sounds.
Was it just a clickbait title?
Kind of, but he's saying this. I'm just not sure he's right. Although he's a very smart person and a very rich person. But he said one side recommendation is don't worry about squirreling money away for retirement in 10 or 20 years. He says it won't matter. If any of the things that we said are true, saving for retirement will be irrelevant. Because he believes that advances in AI, energy, and robotics supercharge productivity and create an abundance of resources that will allow everyone to be granted what he calls a universal high income. Have you heard that phrase before?
I've heard of universal income.
Usually they talk about universal base income,
Something like
or
that.
basic income,
I've never
which is,
heard of
you have enough to eat and put a roof over your head. He's saying in 20 years, and we know how these predictions go,
Mhm.
in 20 years, everyone will have universal high income, or
And
it'll just be complete anarchy.
the cynical
It's either
side of
feast
me,
or famine.
the cynical side of me says the rich people won't let that happen.
Well,
And
that's what I think. I think also there will be, if what he's saying about AI and robotics is true, there's going to be just a few people with loads of money,
Yeah.
and the rest of us are not
I
going
was
to
going
have
to say,
anything.
it sounds a lot like, I don't know, communism? Everybody has the same income. It's provided by some entity.
Well, he's saying
Sounds
that
scary.
so many
Sounds like
jobs are going to be
collectivism.
eliminated that we're going to have to do this because people
Yeah.
won't be able to find work.
Hmm.
That's what he's saying.
Hmm.
Taylor, do they talk about robotics where you work?
Oh, we don't deal with it. The only thing robotic we do is a laser. I mean, but that still requires human input.
Yeah.
For now.
So you're not worried about your job.
Look,
Oh, I promise. Even a robot doesn't want as many busted knuckles as I get.
So here's the question. Is he saying that, like, your bathroom stopped up, you call the plumber, and an AI or some type of artificial intelligence driven bot is going to come and fix your toilet?
Not necessarily things like that, but one job that I heard him talking about was lawyers. A lot of lawyers, he says, are going to be out of work.
Well, AI is going to do away with my career. I'm 15 years. Everything will be AI.
You remember the guy from last week who said anything done with words. Now, I think people are still going to need a doctor,
But see,
eye doctor. How can a robot or AI examine your eye?
well, they've already
make
got
recommendations.
because there's already equipment that can go in using AI and pick out defects and problems that can measure your prescription up to a really pretty
Pretty close.
accurate.
I mean,
And
that's the
that's-
balloon, right?
And it's just going to keep, and it's just going to keep getting better. I mean, it has. In 20 years of doing it, it's got better and better and better. And eventually they're going to have a kiosk. You go and you put your eyes up to it, and it gets an internal, external image. It measures your corneal curvature. It measures length of eye. It gives you your prescription. And AI reviews the images and says, this is normal, this is abnormal. And then there may be another level of specialty, but your basic primary care stuff, your primary health care is going to all be AI driven eventually. You go in and it's taking your vitals, it's pulling labs, it's looking at all those numbers because it's words. I mean, everything you do is based on words and ranges and all that's information that it can go and scavenge now.
Well, and that's getting into last week's conversation.
I'm
I want to
sorry.
stay on this
Sorry,
income thing.
Jason.
So one illustration he gave
Putting that
is
on my
he said,
list.
We're either going to be like Terminator, which we talk about on the show quite a bit, that we're headed there, or Star Trek. And he said, I think it's going to be more like Star Trek.
My money's
Star Trek,
on Terminator.
They don't do money, and nobody worries about resources
That's what they
and
need.
necessities. That's all taken care of.
It's also a work of fiction.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, science fiction, including Star Trek, has predicted quite a bit.
Yeah, it has.
Now, he's saying either or. There's no in between there for him. I thought about this. Let's say best case scenario. There is a universal high income. People don't have to work. Everybody's taken care of. There's a few jobs. Most of us don't have to work, can't find work. The church is going to be especially important in those days because people will be searching for meaning. And a lot of people are getting meaning from their careers, their job. They have a sense of purpose. Of course, people are going to church now and getting that, and that's where it should come from, or they'll get it from their families or something else. But when jobs are wiped out, a lot of people are going to be lost and not knowing where to go and who they are and why they're here. And that's going to be a huge crisis.
But do you
in a world like that? It's not going to be great that people don't have to work if we ever get to that point.
So. The sense of community of church is going to be really, really important.
Right, because you're not going to have a place to go to.
But I guarantee you that we'll see it in our lifetime that churches, the messages, all that are AI driven, which is terrifying to me. I mean, the guy said it. I mean, he was using the Bible and religion as example of what we talked about last week. So how much of that work is going to be managed by human interaction and humans teaching? I don't know.
I mean, you can go to ChatGPT and say, "Give me a lesson on Moses."
Oh, I'm not saying
the
they're
rock.
good. I'm just saying,
and it'll spit something out. And some people might even say that's good, but then somebody's got to deliver it, and to deliver it properly, you've got to know it. And if you're gonna, the best way to know something is to develop the ideas yourself from the word. So the process is as important to preaching as the product. You can't get the product without the process, is what I'm saying.
I agree, but
ChatGPT and other AI is about eliminating the process.
What percentage?
And just looking at this as a product, and you can't have the product without the process.
What percentage of preachers today are using AI, ChatGPT, whatever, to develop
I'd say probably 92%.
Really? You think it's that high?
No.
Oh, wow.
But
I mean, seriously, it happens.
Preachers have always... There have always been preachers. There have always been preachers who cheat.
Yeah.
Okay. It may be an outline book, or it might be sermoncentral.com, but the ones who cheat, you can tell.
Yeah.
I've been on vacation and I've been like, okay, I'm going to Google this when I get home, and sure enough, there it is.
Mm-hmm. You can find almost word for word.
Yeah. That's the thing about AI, though. You can't Google it and find it because it. Not in that form.
It's a little bit original in that form until it gets published.
So what does society do in a situation where people are not having to work?
Yeah, what good's the
There's
income?
no income. What do you do?
They made a movie about this. It was called WALL-E.
WALL-E, yeah. They sit in those
I still haven't
cars.
seen WALL-E.
It's spectacular.
I hear I should watch it.
You should.
Drew, and you got onto us about
And I haven't seen
Christmas
Terminator.
movie? Any of them?
Wait, you've never
No,
seen Terminator?
I haven't seen it.
Oh no.
Passages movie night.
Passages on location.
I think next week we'll just take a break and we'll sit in here and watch.
Yeah.
On the TV.
Yeah,
we would have time in the
we-
time
with our
we would
headphones
normally do
on?
it.
Yeah, we would skip Terminator 1 and go straight to 2, though.
Absolutely. Yeah, I would agree with
Yeah.
that. But no, I do wonder, because I heard a discussion about this. I don't even remember where it was. May have been where you heard from it. But the thought of there being this, what did you call it? A high
Universal high income.
high income, and people not needing to work. What are they going to do? Can you imagine? It's like COVID. They might enjoy life. I mean, it's like COVID when none of us were able. I mean, you weren't able to go in. You could work remote.
Mm-hmm.
I was off for about 4 or 5, 6 weeks without going in. We didn't have.
I had no
services
trouble
here.
during COVID.
Yeah,
I was
Well, but you
I found
your
I had
office-
plenty to do.
Your office had to close for
we could not see any like primary routine care stuff. We could only see medical problems.
and
Yeah, we couldn't do anything routine. Like if you called and said, "Hey, I just need an eye exam," we could not do that. And that was not our rule. That was coming down from above. But I mean, I got a lot of stuff around my house done, but that was in 4 to 6 weeks. You're talking a year.
You were
What
ready
are
to go
you-
back to work.
What are
probably.
you doing? Yeah, I mean, I'd get a lot of reading done. But but I disagree with Elon. If it goes bad, we're going straight Terminator. I think that's where it's headed.
Skynet.
Maybe that's because I'm glass half empty.
Yeah.
A positive person is glass
Well,
half
when you
full.
have when you have trillions of dollars, you can afford to have a half full glass.
I don't think I'll cash in my retirement just yet.
Nope.
I think I'm going to keep.
No,
keep
but if
building
you
it.
haven't invested in gold, no, I'm sorry. Have you heard? I
too
get
late
so
for
tired
that.
of the gold. Yeah. Well, it went
it's
down,
way up.
but it came back down a little bit this
Mm-hmm.
week. Not enough. I keep mine in socks.
I invest in businesses.
Hmm.
I mean, what are you going to do with gold? You going to hit somebody in the head with it? I mean, gold is.
I put
Only
all
the
mine
va-
in Enron.
Tell me that gold. I know that it's always, for the longest time, it's been a good
It's
investment.
because it's purdy, Drew.
But that's the only value of it is just a lot of people agree that it's pretty.
Yeah. Where's the value? Yeah.
And I know it has some, utility, but for the most part, it's for jewelry and stuff and just storing. And people just,
I've never understood
it's just hanging on this agreement that we all have that gold is worth something.
that it is the gold standard.
What if we wake up one day and we say, well, I can't do anything with this gold,
Yeah.
but a business does something.
Until
And
it
so you can
can't.
invest in it until it can't. But hopefully you can see it starting to not do things before you run out of money.
That's why mine is
Take your
all
money
in
out.
mason jars buried in the backyard.
Yeah. All right. We need to let Taylor bring. I'm excited to hear this list, Taylor.
All right.
We need to hear from your generation.
Yeah, I brought a list. It's 20 things I'd tell a kid before they're 20. I turned 20 last year and coming up on 21 in July. And these are some things I've learned since leaving high school.
And I will tell you, he started talking about this about 2 weeks ago, and because he was sending me the list as he worked on it. These are Taylor Pullum. He may have borrowed some of these from things he's read and stuff, but
Well, some of them are from things I've read, but I haven't looked at
these are
another
mostly
list.
Taylor Pullum originals.
Okay. I'm listening.
And I've been trying to get on the podcast for since it started.
Yeah.
So I guess
This is your night.
Well, you're like guest
Well, we
number
need our
6.
young listeners to really lock in. I'm
Yeah.
using I'm using their language
Hey,
here.
if we hit 400 views, we'll invite you back.
I'll post this on my Snapchat, and if some people tune in for just a second, you'll have more than that.
Actually, it's
Do it.
It's more
Why
like
haven't
30
you been
more-
posting
more
it
like
on
30 seconds? Also, why haven't you been doing that?
Yeah.
I have been,
Oh,
Okay. Thank you.
and I've been logging into YouTube on all my friends'
perfect.
accounts because all of their emails are on my PlayStation from when they've signed in. So I've been going on there, and
I like this.
Subscribing.
I like this.
Good.
yeah.
All right.
I can be your marketing manager.
Let's hear
All
it.
right.
All right, 20 things I'd tell a kid before they're 20. Number one is the value of $1. Learn it quickly, because if you don't understand that, you're kind of lost. As sad as it is, you're kind of lost without money in this day and age.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that something you learned because now you're out working? Is that something that's
I'm-
recent lesson?
Oh yeah, I'm funding myself about completely.
You are.
Besides,
And you know
not
how
having to pay
hard
rent.
$1 is to come by.
Oh yeah, I'm working.
It doesn't grow on trees, does it?
No, I'm working like 50, 60 hours a week to earn them. So
What time do you got to get up in the morning?
right now, since we have a cab, I'm waking up about 5 o'clock, and
gets
I'm
up
leaving by
I knew it was
5:40.
early.
But before we had the calf, I was getting up at 3:30, leaving by 4.
Mm,
But yeah, we're out here grinding.
that's right. Get that dollar.
Number 2 is the value of a kind word. This one comes from a fellow me and Dad know at Chick-fil-A. I can't ever remember his name. You know who I'm talking about.
Mhm.
Every day when I go if I go at lunch,
Eric is his
Eric.
first name.
Eric.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, he brings out lunch and he always, God bless you, have a
Mhm.
blessed day,
Yep.
all this and that. And that just, the rest of my day, if I go to Chick-fil-A and he brings me my food, that brings me everything. He's the reason I tell people, have a blessed day,
Mm.
because it meant a lot to me. So maybe if I say it, it means something to someone else. Number 3 is dance often and a lot. This is something I actually learned from Carl and Candy, my brother's girlfriend's parents. They love to dance, and when we went to rodeo finals, they convinced me to get up and dance with them. And that was the most fun I had, and I felt like a new human being once I sat back down.
Taylor, in this room, we prefer to say choreograph.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Choreograph.
No, I'm just
Be a
kidding. I'm just giving you a hard
little
time.
classy.
Yeah,
That's a big word for
Yeah.
my Leeds education.
All right, go ahead.
Number 4 is read more than you think you should. I think I've read a total of 4 books, but I've read 2 of them 2 times, so 6 books
This year.
this year.
Okay.
So
Yeah. And more than not in his life.
In 35 days, 36 days.
yes,
That's
All right.
that's
I read all the time.
good. Yeah.
And the one after it, number 5, goes with it. Write down something every day, thoughts, ideas, etc. I just feel like writing's my escape. I go there a lot. If I have journals full of stuff, and I can go through my notes and just scroll for hours of stuff I have wrote down. Business ideas that I wanted to do and then changed my mind, but they're still always there. Number 6 is listen to music. Listen to all genres of music. I feel like I discover a lot of things about the world through music. So, like, me and Dad listened to classic rock growing up. My favorite genre. I connect with him, and I connect with people y'all's age or their age.
Yeah, I don't appreciate it.
A little older. than
No,
that,
he's
sure.
right there with
No,
us.
he's not
yeah.
that far behind.
I don't
He's right
appreciate
there.
anything about this, Taylor.
But also listen to music from the 40s, the 50s, and all that. And I connect with the people because I'll be listening to Sam Cooke or like the Temptations or something like that. And someone will hear that and go, you know, my grandmother sang them songs or my dad sang those songs. And I feel like I gain a new perspective every time I listen to a different style of music.
I want to say things on each one of these, but I know you got a long list. That's why I'm not chiming in.
You can cut in.
No, I don't want you to think I'm not interested. I'm just letting
Hey,
you talk.
we're ahead of schedule at the moment.
I can donate my time to Taylor.
Number 7 is build something real, not loud. Like if you're going to take the time to build something, work on it in quiet, let everybody else see just the success. Like you don't have to build this thing that's real big and extravagant. Build something that is what you want, what makes you happy, what is sustainable for you, something that means something to you, that helps others or helps yourself or sets up different other generations of your family, like ones before you or the ones after you. Like my biggest goal, if I could right now, is start a business and I would retire my parents.
Oh,
If I could do that today, I would.
I'd be a fan of that.
You're on board with that, Jason?
I'd be
Yeah.
yeah.
Would your mama quit? If she could financially quit, would she?
Absolutely not.
I wouldn't think
She
so.
loves teaching.
She loves those kids too much to stop teaching.
But it'd be good if she was doing it just because she wanted to, not because she needed the money.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you
I
could-
feel
you
like
could do
she'd
that for
enjoy
her.
it more.
You keep working on that goal.
Yeah.
yeah.
I am
Can you
every day.
retire me and Amy too?
I make enough.
All right.
He would if he could.
Yeah.
I said number 8 is keep your word. I said your word is your bond. That's something that me and Sam have been taught since we were kids. I mean, we probably had a couple lies beaten out of us and still should have some beaten out of us to this day. But
Oh, really?
oh yeah.
Do you
Dad-
want to confess here on?
No, Dad calls us out on them. Him and Mama can tell. I mean, they're like hawks on it. They just know.
Yeah.
You can cut in if you want. I said number 9 is one day lead turns to ink. That meaning some mistakes can't be erased. At a certain point in your life, in Alabama, it's 18 or 19 when you're legally an adult. If you mess up, it's on your permanent record. But that goes for other things that affect your reputation. Something you did in high school could still affect you when you're 60. I work with people who grew up in Leeds, Alabama, and they still talk about stuff people did in high school.
Is that a number 2 pencil lead?
Yeah,
or-
like a pencil lead turns to
Pencil
ink.
lead.
It becomes
Turns to ink.
permanent.
Yeah.
Because
I was thinking lead paint, so I'm glad you
I was
clarified
thinking
that.
metal at first.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm
I
glad you
got it.
clarified
That's
that. Yeah.
it's pretty good.
and I stole that one off of Instagram somewhere, but it's all right.
No,
But you made it your
You
own.
say it 3 times, it's your own.
Yeah.
And also,
The-
this show is very sensitive to copyright issues.
Yeah.
So
You owned it, dog.
We might have to scrub that one out.
Nah. Number 11 is tell your friends and family you love them. Tell them often. Life's too short. I've noticed that growing up. I've gone to high school with several people who are now passed away. And it's like, I just look back and it was like, if that was one of my friends, when's the last time I told them that I care for them, that I'm here for them, that I love them? I mean, you can ask Dad, if he hangs up before he tells me he loves me, I call him back.
He does.
That's great.
I mean,
Yeah,
I tell
that's
my
good.
best friends in my life, Caleb and Will, it's love you, bro. I'm here for you if you need me. Bye.
I have a list of people who, if they don't end a conversation with "I love you," they're mad at me.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Mhm.
Or they're having a really bad day, and I need to call them back and tell them I love them. So it's a little.
This one I could extend a little and say, if you get this nagging feeling that you should call somebody that maybe either you talk to all the time or haven't talked to you should probably call them. Something's probably
Trust your
going
gut.
on. Mhm.
Yep.
What is it? Your gut's right 88% of the time.
Mhm.
I think that's
I think it's more than that.
yeah.
There have been so many times where I've felt like I need to go see somebody,
Mhm.
and I'll get there right when, if it's a terminally ill person, I get there right at the point that they pass away, or when I need to be there. And it's just, I don't know, it's weird, but you just have a feeling about people that you know.
Yeah.
You just have a feeling. You should trust your gut.
It's scary how that works.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know what causes it, and I don't know if it's divine or what, but every time I get that gut feeling, if like I have time, it's right then there, even if it's 30 seconds. That was something I started in high school.
Yeah.
Like if I have a feeling that I need to go see my grandmother, I go see my grandmother.
Yeah.
Like it's just time to go.
I send a ton of text messages to people. I say a ton. I do this quite often, but I'll just say something like, "Hey, thinking about you. No need to respond."
Oh yeah.
Sometimes I get a response. Sometimes I don't.
Excellent text messaging. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
No need to
that
respond,
takes-
Jason.
That
Just
takes
don't-
all the pressure.
Don't leave
off
a
of them, too.
voicemail.
I did it today. There's a guy at work who's one of his children's sick, and then I think they're at the hospital, and just sent him a quick text and said, "Hey, thinking about you. No need to respond because you're busy. Because you're busy, but no need to respond because I know you're busy." But
And that probably made him smile and him feel good. And then whoever he told feel good. And
Yep.
then he didn't feel like, oh, I have to respond to this.
yeah.
He may not respond to it. He may tell you at work.
Mm-hmm.
We're just going to enjoy the music while I find my spot. Number 12 is save half of what you make.
Oh, 50%.
Something I wish I would have learned in high school because I would have been a lot better off than I am now financially.
Well,
I think-
and keep living by that as long as you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I'm not going to put any qualifiers on it, but as long as you can do that, keep doing that.
I think schools, high school and college, I don't think they do a great job of prepping folks, kids, students, whatever you want to, whatever age bracket you're in. I don't think they do a good job of prepping you guys for what the real world brings in the way of having to manage your finances, taxes, how do I even file taxes?
Well, that's what I was about to ask Dad when we got home was, how do I need to file my taxes?
Mhm.
But luckily, I grew up in a family of business owners, so I kind of understood credit. I understood money. I kind of had an idea of how it worked, but I can't remember a day in school where we sat down and, all right, we're going to break down credit.
Right.
We're going to break down taxes. Here's all what gets taxed. This is how you can lower them.
Here's how a mortgage works.
Yeah.
Here's what a 1040 looks like.
We talk about that stuff all the time at work. I mean, I'm the youngest guy there. I work with people who are 40 years older than me. I'm like, all right, like, I need you to break some of this stuff down. I'm with you 12 hours a day, if not more. I'm not even home with my parents that much. And usually if I'm home with them, I'm going to sleep on the couch or in bed. Like, I get like an hour or two with them. I got 12 hours with them. So I'm trying to get advice from everybody I can.
I think it's where most of us learn about finances is from people in our line of work after school.
Yep.
It's always been crazy to me that preachers have to handle so much of their own finances And I didn't have one lesson, let alone a class, one lesson on a minister's finances. And we have some weird things in the tax code that are just unique to ministers. No mention of it, nothing. But as soon as you get out of college, you start your job, you get all these questions firing at you, and you don't know.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
how many dependents do you got, Drew? I don't know.
well, that was easy when I started.
I didn't
had
know what a
0.
dependent meant the first time that happened. Like,
Is that like
don't know.
I bought a pack of 12 from Walmart?
I'm
No, those are
dependent.
dependents.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sit all the new interns down at work on their first day and go through. You need to be putting our 401k, right? The interns oddly qualify for that, which is kind of a nice thing.
That is odd. Yeah.
But it's like you need to right now go change your contribution to 5%.
Yep.
Because that's the match, and you're throwing away money if you don't.
Yep.
And they're like, "What? What's a 401k?" I'm like, "You sweet summer child."
I was a little more educated than that
Yeah.
when I came in, but
Yeah.
the first day I came into this job here in Leeds, once I moved back, I had to sit down with my boss. I was like, my grandmother and my parents have filled out all these other tax forms. I was like, and clearly they're not here. I was
Yeah.
like, I need you to walk me through this. I was like, I want the highest amount taken out so I get the most back at the end of the year. Yeah.
Interest-free loan to the government.
Yeah, let's turn this into a little education, Taylor.
Okay, let's go.
Get on your computer when you get home and look up the IRS tax withholding calculator.
Okay.
It's a website from the IRS. You go plug in, you take up your last pay stub, you can go plug in some information, and it tells you it'll give you is it a W-4?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the where you're telling how much to withhold?
Yeah.
You print out the W-4, and it will get you pretty close to $0. So you get more in each paycheck, and you don't get a big refund, but you're not giving an interest-free loan to the government.
Well, that big refund also is kind of my fun money.
Well, so have some discipline and go
My tattoo fund.
And just put it in a different savings account.
Yeah, have some discipline and have every paycheck your bank send some money to a savings account, and once a year empty the account.
Well,
you collect the interest and letting
Right,
the IRS collect it.
I have been smart. Since I started this new job, I've been giving myself $200 a week out of every paycheck I make. So I'm
Gotta
saving.
live a little.
I'm saving.
Get the buzzer ready.
Oh,
This boy is not
yeah,
used to
right.
broadcasting.
I'm not going to say an exact amount.
Okay. Well, don't say any amount.
I was going to say.
Now I'm sweating.
I was going to
Yeah.
give a fraction.
No,
Okay.
Okay.
Go on.
I'm saving like 3.
Yeah.
So
That's good right now. When you get out kind of more on your own.
There'll be some more expenses. All right. What number are you on?
I think 13. Tim would know. He'd be taking notes.
he
Tim
would
would
have
have
this
it all
written
down.
down.
yes,
write it all down.
I'm on 13. 13 is look for the opportunity to earn respect and responsibility.
That's a good one.
That's something we've also been instilled since we were kids. It's all right. You gotta. These opportunities aren't always going to protect. What is it? They're not always going to show themselves.
Present
Themselves. Yes, that's the word, Patrick. Thank you.
Drew.
But sometimes,
Thanks, Drew.
sometimes you have to go out and you have to actually seek them out. Like some of the responsibilities me and Sam earned were because we asked mom and dad for them, and they wouldn't have been there if we hadn't had the courage to go out and ask for them. So that just having one of them goes along with this. I may have to skip down to it. I'm gonna skip to it. It's number 16 goes along with that is not being scared to hear the word no. So if you're out chasing opportunities,
That's a
and all
really
that,
good one.
you might hear no, but at least you learn.
I've seen some folks trying to, they're Instagram type of influencers, but they're trying to teach people how to get over their fear of rejection. And it's basically just go ask dumb questions.
Get rejected more often.
Yeah. Go ask questions will get rejected until you're sort of desensitized from it. And then it's not uncomfortable for you anymore.
Or try to start a business and go to banks and ask for capital to start the business. I can't tell you how many banks I went in and I would have my presentation and I'd sit, I'd even put on a tie for this. I'd sit down.
And he doesn't wear ties.
I don't wear ties ever. And I'd sit down with it and they'd go,
No.
we really think you have a good idea, but it's a no for us. And I mean, I just literally went from bank to bank until somebody finally said, you know what? I think we'll give you a chance. But I can't tell you how many no's I had thrown back at me. And that's something that it's a good lesson. Don't be afraid to hear no.
Yeah, and you hear like, what's the worst they can say? No.
No. Yeah.
In what way has your life changed?
Yeah.
You are no different after the no than you were before.
Well, you think of all the great things that happen. I mean, even like with Elon Musk, he probably doesn't hear it very often, but these folks that bring things to market, it looks like they just instantly come up with a great idea and it happens, but they heard no.
Yeah.
People told them they couldn't do it. No, you can't do that. And they just persist. And learning to hear no just teach you to keep persisting. Like you said, what's it going to do to you? It may hurt. It may sting. It may hurt your pride a little bit, but it teaches you the ability
to lose anything,
to just pick up and go again and try again. Yeah.
How about learning to tell yourself no?
It's a good one.
Like
I hadn't learned that one
financial,
yet.
anything. I mean, sometimes the biggest lesson you can learn is just stopping and going, hey, you know what? I shouldn't do this. Or, hey, I shouldn't spend this money now.
Yeah.
That's it.
Boy,
I need to learn that one.
I wish I'd have heard that one when I was your age.
You're welcome. Number 14, talk to stalk strangers. Talk to strangers.
Wait, hold on. That's illegal.
I messed up. I didn't even say that. Number 14 is talk to strangers.
No.
Well,
You just sent my anxiety through the roof.
No.
you don't necessarily have to, but for people my age, I've set myself up for a lot of good things if I need them to happen because I've talked to strangers. I mean, I've reached out to several people, and I'll send him this episode after they had a podcast, and when y'all started, I'll send him stuff and I still asked about what type of cameras they use to film for y'all. But I reached out to him on Instagram one day because I saw he was in Fort Worth when we were in Fort Worth. Walked up, met him, talked to him once a week now. And he was like, if you ever want to come intern with us, you come on. I can't tell you how many cowboys, especially because we're at rodeos, who's I've went up to and talked to, who are like, if you're ever through here and something happens, call me. And I believe
What's your opening line?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I just walk
That's
up.
the thing I always struggle
We're
with.
so socially inept here. We're always like, how do you do that?
What is this strange thing you're doing?
The other night, Jackson came out on the basketball court, beginning of the game, and he walks up next to the guy he's playing against, and he's just talking. And the kid's talking back to him, and they're having this conversation. So afterwards, I was just eager to ask him. I said, what did you say to him? He's like, I don't know. We just talked. I said, but you had some opener.
Yeah.
Well, what were the first words? He goes, I don't know. I don't think about it.
Man.
What?
Interns, when they come
What's your method?
Yeah.
when they come through the office from time to time, and they spend a few days just following me at first, seeing how we do patients, seeing the flow, never fails. At the end of the first day, they say, you basically have the exact same conversation with every person that walks in this building. And I'm like, yeah, it works. I try to change it depending on the day of the week. I mean,
They see this note that you carry around your pocket.
Yeah. How is the weather?
Hello there.
It's so uncomfortable. But so Taylor takes so much after my dad. The genetics flowed from my grandfather, Big Jim Pullum, to Little Jim Pullum, skipped me
completely. 2 peas in a pod. Yeah.
And landed full bore on Taylor. And I'm envious. I mean, we were in Fort Worth when this happened. We were there for the rodeo, for the PBR.
Yeah.
And these people set up a merch tent outside the event. And Taylor was like, let's just go meet them. I'm thinking, no, let's not go talk to people.
You're sweating bullets.
I am. And I just stood out to the side and I'm awkwardly like, thanks guys for, talking to my son. And I can not make an eye contact. And Taylor's like hugging on me. I mean, I wish I had that skill. It's a wonderful skill to have. And I probably don't have it because unlike him, I am not willing to go talk to strangers. But if I did it, I might get used to it.
But if you had heard this before you were 20, it might be different.
Yeah. At almost 50, a little late.
Yeah. Okay.
You're getting old.
What are we on?
What do you got?
15?
Yeah.
Yes. Go on a hike, play with animals, and go outside every day. And I'm not talking about just walking to your car.
I think the kids call that touching grass.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
touch grass. Yeah,
It's good.
it's the best thing that can heal any sadness, any anger. Just go on a walk. Just God made this earth for us to explore and to realize His beauty. I mean, just go on a hike. Like Machu Picchu, I've never felt more at peace than when we were up on top of it. I mean, it was just awesome, and there was several people there. There were several hundred people there, and I still was in awe every second of it. I still remember every day that when we were up at Weiss Lake when we hiked Little River Canyon. I can tell you about every trail we walked down through Little River Canyon.
And we're in a beautiful part of the country here in Alabama. There's a lot of beautiful
Alabama
places.
the beautiful for a reason.
That's right. There's a lot of places you can touch grass.
We already did 16. That was don't be scared to hear no. 17, work hard at everything you do. Just a little bit of effort, and even the smallest things could lead you to something bigger. I mean, that goes back to the responsibility too. If you work hard in something little, you're going to be handed more responsibility. And if that's in a job, that leads to a pay raise, to a new promotion, to a new position, and many other things. And sometimes it just leads to you making more money or having better friends or growing yourself. Number 18 is stay in church.
Amen.
In parentheses, I said it'll save you more than you can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that here, and I've seen that in several other churches. During our darkest days, this church here was with us all. Can't tell you how many calls I had. Golly, I'm getting teary-eyed about it, but
All right. That's what we do here.
yeah. I mean, I grew up with y'all, so
Yeah.
it's like Uncle Drew. I mean, Uncle Tim, Uncle Pat, Patty Melt. I like calling you nicknames because I can tell it makes you a little uncomfortable.
I learned in middle school that nicknames are fine.
Look at you go,
Yeah.
growing up on
Yeah,
us.
I grew up a little bit.
Number 19, I said, even to the homeless, use your manners. Manners and a firm handshake got me plenty of places, and a firm handshake earns more respect than any amount of money is number 20.
Let's go back to the handshake for just a second. What is it with kids these days and the limp noodle handshake?
Oh, don't get me started. That makes me mad.
That needs to be part
They're
of
not taught.
that needs to be part of our class.
100%.
How to give a
The high
good
school
handshake.
class, yeah.
We'll teach you to do your taxes and how to do a handshake and how to tie.
And how to properly
You know,
leave
we have
voice messages and communicate.
an intern every summer.
Mm-hmm.
And so we need to do these things with him.
Yeah.
It would be really
The
good.
next guy coming in.
I think it
he'll
could
be our
be-
guinea pig.
We could do it on air with them. Just bring them
Yes.
in and
Yeah.
have a
We'll
conversation.
have to have Taylor back and then
Life lessons for our interns.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll give the life
You're
lessons.
getting to the point where some of the interns may be younger than you. It's gonna
Yeah,
make you
this
feel
this
old.
one coming in is
He's younger than me.
Yeah,
he's
that-
18
see-
right now.
See, and
He
you were
might be
making fun
19
of
by
us
the time
for
he gets
being
here.
older than you.
That's maybe one of the
Yeah.
first
Belle
things. that-
makes me feel old
Yeah,
every
she
time I
does.
see her.
Yes, she does.
I remember holding her as a baby.
Mhm.
But
Well, I held you as a baby.
That
but
big old
My
head.
baby is the same age as you.
9 days older.
Yeah.
Uh, But the limp noodle handshake, that makes me mad. And
Yeah.
if someone shakes my hand with that, it's no, come here. We're going to fix this
Yeah,
now
I've
before
gotten,
it matters.
I've gotten to where I don't let go until I get a squeeze. Like
Yeah.
you have got to show some strength.
It's that.
I guess.
It's that, or I'm going to break your hand.
Yeah.
And
Like-
even if you're socially awkward, as you're shaking the hand, look in the eye.
Yeah.
If I can do that, anyone can do that.
And it's not a contest of strength.
No.
It shows effort,
Yeah.
like willingness,
Mhm.
eagerness to get to know the other person. When you're just throwing your limp hand out there, you're
Yeah.
just saying, I don't want to be here.
Or
Right.
I don't want to be with you. I don't want to be talking to you. I feel
don't
really
care.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah, I don't care. And that's what it says.
in movies, you see the king do, like kiss the ring. It's just a limp hand. Like,
right.
always
That's
see
a
it as
good analogy.
I'm better than you. I don't have to shake your hand.
Yeah.
It's just gross.
Yeah,
I just
Yeah, it
feel
is, and
gross.
that's the bottom line.
yeah.
It feels like a fish.
You know, I can honestly say this though.
Just hand me a fish next time, okay?
Yeah, might as well.
I'm kind of proud of my boy. I was a little nervous.
You
about
ought to
it,
be
but
very proud.
He did a really
Taylor,
good
that's
job.
a really. I
Yeah.
wish I had heard those things before I turned 20.
Me too.
Because that's just a
Like
lot of
I
wisdom.
saw the list because he sent it to me, and you did a good job, son. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I was trying to make him less nervous by sending it to him because I knew he was quite literally
because he
shaking.
lives with me and he
Yeah.
knows how I am.
This is very wise.
It is,
Taylor.
yeah.
Let me just tell you, none of them were learned the easy way, or about.
Oftentimes, the best lessons are not learned the easy way.
They're more fun learned the hard way.
Sometimes,
In the aftermath.
Sometimes,
Maybe in
back.
hindsight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In hindsight, yeah. Makes a better story.
100%.
Well,
Are
we ready for a break, or you want to do?
No, I think let's take a break. We're running about normal, so I don't want to.
That's my fault.
No,
Let me take up all your time.
No.
I blame myself, actually.
No.
Folks, I'm sorry if I offended you.
It's all your fault, Dad.
Well, we'll take a quick break. I believe we have a say what,
Oh, yeah. I think it's a good say what.
and
I forgot about that.
and then of course our passage in a little bit.
Mhm.
All right. Well, we'll be back in a few. I think this week it's the Marchute's turn,
It's
so
definitely going to be now.
we'll have a little Marchutes, and we'll see y'all in a minute.
Amazing. Look at our face. Simple, static, automatic.
All right, welcome back. It's Passages. We haven't done this in a while, so we have prepared for you another
Say what?
Say What is the segment when we talk about something someone said that just kind of makes you think, are they sane? Or,
When
are
you
they
hear it and you
dealing
think,
with a full deck?
did I hear that right?
Yeah. So that's what the Say What segment, and it usually has something to do with the Bible. Not always, but
Tonight's definitely.
tonight has to do with the Bible. And just to set this up, it was an interview on the Joe Rogan show where a candidate for office in Texas, I think he's running for
Senate.
He's running for the Senate seat. So
Jasmine Crockett, and they're are running in the primary, and they're against whoever the
is it Cornyn?
That's him.
Cornyn's seat, the Republican over there. So he's a Democrat running for Senate in Texas. And he was asked, he has some religious background. I think he claims to be a pastor.
I think he went to seminary through the Presbyterian Church, if I'm remembering right.
All right. I should know his name, but
I don't
have
here
it
on the screen.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, names. Who cares about that?
I mean, we narrowed it down. I mean, he's running in Texas.
He's a guy running for something somewhere. So when you're a pastor and you're running on the Democratic ticket, a natural question comes up about abortion. So that's what this
James
segment's all about.
Tallarico. James Tallarico.
Tallarico. So Rogan asked Tallarico about abortion.
All I can think about now is al pastor tacos.
Oh, boy.
You keep saying that. Just all right.
Good.
We ready? You ready for this?
Ready.
What do you think is the biblical evidence to support the opinion of being pro-abortion?
Mary is probably my favorite figure in the Bible, the mother of Jesus, and she's an oppressed peasant teenage girl living in poverty under an oppressive empire as a Jew, and she has a vision from God that she's going to give birth to a baby who's going to bring the powerful down from their thrones. God asks for Mary's consent, which is remarkable. I mean, go back and read this in Luke. I mean, the angel comes down and asks Mary if this is something she wants to do, and she says, "If it is God's will, let it be done. Let it be. Let it happen." So to me, that is an affirmation in one of our most central stories that creation has to be done with consent. You cannot force someone to create. Creation is one of the most sacred acts that we engage in as human beings, but that has to be done with consent. It has to be done with freedom, and to me, that is absolutely consistent with the ministry and life and death of Jesus. And so that's how I come down on that side of the issue. Again, I'm very open for my fellow Christians to disagree with that, and they may have scriptural
open.
passages they point to be anti-abortion. And I think that's a debate that we should feel comfortable having. All I'm saying is that it shouldn't be assumed that just because you're a Christian, you are anti-gay or anti-abortion, because there are so many Christians out there who don't subscribe to either of those policy positions.
So
All right,
there's a lot
I think
of
that's enough.
nuance if you're talking about.
I mean, do you want
Wow.
to listen to any more of that dribble?
No, thank you. My blood's already boiling. So he said, "Go. You can read Luke." Yeah, we can, and we will. Jason, you want to do it, or you want me to? I got it.
I haven't got there, so you go ahead.
Luke chapter 1. Let's start reading at verse 35. The angel answered her, "The Holy Spirit will come upon you, and the power of the Most High will overshadow you. Therefore, the child to be born will be called Holy, the Son of God." It sounds like he's just telling her what's going to happen here. "And behold, your relative Elizabeth in her old age has also conceived a son, and this is the 6th month with her, who is called barren. For nothing will be impossible with God. And Mary said, Behold, I am the servant of the Lord. Let it be to me according to your word." And the angel departed from her. That's the part where he says she gives her consent, where she says, "Let it be," as if she's saying, let me think about it. Okay. All right, let it be according to your word. No.
Well, he says he asked for her consent too. And in all of these,
he never asks for consent.
even if you go all the way back up to verse 30 and you start looking at that conversation, it says, "You will conceive, you shall call, he will be great and will be called, and the Lord God will give him to the throne of his father. He will reign. There will be no end." And Mary asks, "How will this be?" Those are not like questioning statements. If an angel of the Lord is coming down, the angel of the Lord or an angel of the Lord comes down to have a conversation with you, and he says, "You will do this. He will be this." That's locked in stone.
Yes.
That's not him asking permission.
Right. And this wasn't her trying to decide. It's not Mary already pregnant trying to decide, am I going to abort this child, or am I going to go ahead and let God give me the Son of God?
And I thought that was a weird thing because he said...
It's not analogous at all.
No, he said creation requires consent. I wrote it down when he said it. Well, abortion is not creation. It's the opposite.
It's
an
already been
abomination.
created.
It's a destruction.
Yeah, the child has already been created by the time you get there with abortion. You're killing someone already created.
And the statement creation requires consent, that's a very broad, maybe creation of life.
I'm okay with that as long as you understand that creation is conceiving a child.
If you're saying that, but the creation at the beginning of time required no consent. God spoke, it happened, just like that. But if you're saying that,
God consented to create.
Okay, I guess.
The creator can. It's a really dumb argument. The creator consents to create. Well, yeah.
But
okay.
But talking about conception of a child,
I consented to record this podcast.
Yeah, the creation requires consent, but he's not talking about the creation of a child. That's not what he's talking about.
Child's already been created.
His
when you
whole
abort
argument about why, as a Christian, you can support this comes off of this passage that's not even talking about the subject he's trying to talk about.
And I'm so relieved that he said that we could have our positions, as if the Bible is just really,
I really did appreciate
hard to understand about murder.
Now, we can have that debate. What he should have said is, we can have that debate, but I still think my position is right. I'm not willing to listen to what you say, but we can debate about it.
I've never heard anybody go to Mary in a discussion about abortion,
or
who had a child without a man involved. I mean, it's like extra life.
Yeah. And how can she be your favorite Bible character?
Well, everybody's entitled to their favorite Bible character.
I mean, they are, but I can
You're
think
saying
of...
because she's a woman, she can't be somebody's favorite Bible character?
Go. I'm not saying that at all. Esther is a great example of a spectacular woman that was a Bible character.
You think Esther's better than Mary?
The virtuous woman in Proverbs 30.
We don't even know if that was a real person.
It was a
I
description
mean,
of
yes,
something.
yes, we do. Okay, it was a real person.
But I'm just,
Before you start the email, I know that it was a real person.
but his argument, and Joe Rogan sat there and listened. I was a little disappointed that Rogan didn't push back. Now,
Well,
Rogan,
he doesn't know.
not known for his, what's the word I'm looking for?
Biblical knowledge?
Yeah. And I mean, not really.
I give him credit for asking the question. I'm surprised
good
he asked the question because these so-called Catholics, politicians who are pro-abortion, never get questioned about it. Nobody ever says, hey, the Catholic Church is strongly pro-life. The Pope has come out. This new Pope has, anyway. I don't know about the last one. He's very pro-life.
Yep.
How do you endorse abortion and call yourself a Catholic?
And I did think it was interesting that this guy, not being a Catholic, invoked Mary as the example of
That's his
of
favorite
consi-
Bible character.
Well, that is true. I don't know that when I heard that on media I was listening to, the first thing I did was I pulled up my phone, went to Luke, read it, and I was like, okay, I don't see it there. And I listened to more of it on my own, and it's just his way of thinking is just absurd.
This
You can't
abortion thing, I don't understand. And I guess it's
don't
because I'm a man.
Well,
I don't understand why it's so hard to be pro-life. I mean, why do people get away with changing the language to pro-choice and reproductive rights and reproductive health when it's really about convenience and it's about selfishness and a lack of self-control and a lack of responsibility?
and I understand that there are situations in which there are horrible, horrible things that happen. I know that. I'm not denying that.
Sure.
But there's still other options. There's a lot of other options. You can raise the child. You can put the child. There's a lot of families. I mean, families at this church have been touched by it that want children, cannot have children. This is a chance for you to put them up for adoption.
Yep.
There's a lot of opportunities out there.
I have a
And-
special place in my heart for birth mothers,
Yeah.
you know, who love their children enough not to go that route and to give their child up for adoption. And I wouldn't have my two children if it weren't for their birth mothers.
But this,
It's something that you can do to bless somebody out of, you know, really, I know it's really hard. And I also want to say, if you're out there and you're listening to this and you know, you've had an abortion, you made a mistake, you can recover from that. You can be forgiven for that. But let's not act like this is something that can be dressed up and made pretty. It's an ugly thing.
oh, it's awful.
And it's totally, you can totally be redeemed from something like that. We've all made mistakes. But let's not go to the Bible and act like it supports abortion.
Yeah. Especially when you're taking a specific passage that's not even, number one, talking about that subject. Number two, that you reference in a way that is incorrect. It's not even, I don't care what translation you look like. There's no question
like
there.
God said, Mary, can you do me a favor?
Yeah, there's none of that language in there. But then you take it out of the context of the entire scriptures where there is example of taking a life is wrong. Life is precious. There's I mean, David talks about you knit me together in the womb. He's, you know, in one of the, I don't remember which Psalm it is. It's in one of them.
139.
Yeah. There's plenty of evidence that supports the other, and to cherry pick a verse out of context about a different subject that doesn't even say what you say it says, how you get away with that, I don't know. I don't know. That just really bothered me.
Well, he's not going to get away with it on this podcast.
No.
Well, you
Another.
wanted,
No, you guys covered it.
Taylor?
I don't know. If there's
I'm good.
anything I can add that would
Yeah,
improve.
that was a crazy one. That may have been the nuttiest say what yet.
yeah.
But we've had some pretty crazy ones in the past.
Yeah.
All right, let's take another break. Let my blood pressure come down a little bit, and we'll come back with our passage.
All right, welcome back. It's time for our passage, which is what the podcast is named after. This quotation, Joel, comes from Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. So this year I have decided I'm going to go back and read some of the books that I read as a teen and then just didn't care about, because there's some really good stuff out there. So so far this year, I've read Dracula, which is really an interesting read. Not as good as Frankenstein. I actually liked Frankenstein better than Dracula. But this was a quote. This is where Dr. Frankenstein is talking. This is after his creation has kind of gone awry. And
oh, great. Now I know what happens.
Oh, I'm sorry. And let me tell you, if you want to read this book, read it cautiously. It's actually a fairly clean book, but it's got some very violent stuff in here. It's not Herman Munster that we're talking about. This is Frankenstein. The doctor has a lot of problems. His creation has a lot of problems. My take home after this is at the end of the book, Dr. Frankenstein is the actual monster, without a doubt. What he created, you feel sorry for the monster by the end of the book. But anyway, this was a quote he said after his creation was starting to go awry. "Learn from me, if not by my precepts, at least by my example, how dangerous is the acquirement of knowledge, and how much happier that man is who believes his native town to be the world than he who aspires to become greater than his nature will allow." It's a long one. I don't think I'll read it again. We can kind of break it down.
That's just one sentence, though, isn't it?
It is. I like at first, if you read the book, you'll see why he starts having these. It was a bad thing to be friends or family with Dr. Frankenstein, because things do not go well in his life after his creation. His monster runs awry.
Isn't it Frankenstein?
Igor. There's no Igor in there. And that I think
what a
it's
disappointment.
Yeah. This is not the 1974 Young Frankenstein, unfortunately. Frankenstein. But things are going really, really bad. So I like first you see Dr. Frankenstein reflecting on what he's done throughout the book, and he starts realizing, I've made a terrible mistake. And as he does this, the whole book is written like letters, like correspondence back and forth. There's some interviewing that's going on. It's an interesting book. But he's trying to warn people that come behind him of things not to do. He's having regrets. And I like where he says how dangerous is the acquirement of knowledge, and how much happier is the man who believes that his little small town is the world, instead of having these great, huge aspirations. Because with knowledge comes great responsibility. With knowledge comes fear, I think. I think Dr. Frankenstein is terrified throughout this book. He's angry and he's terrified. And it's because he just pursued, he was so drawn to, just consumed by the idea of creating life, giving something inanimate life.
And making a scientific breakthrough and being a famous scientist.
He's driven by it. He pushes away everybody in search of this. And then when it happens, it ends up being his downfall. It's a curse to him. And I don't know, it's this idea of sometimes you can push yourself so much to be successful and know things, and you would have been so much happier to live in kind of the world of blissful ignorance, maybe, or just have your world small around you.
Yeah. You get to the top and it doesn't feel the way you thought it was going to
I think that's a great example. Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought about one of my first thoughts was about my Uncle Kyle. Mm-hmm. He just passed away about a month ago. And he was He was about 72 when he passed away. He was born and he died in the same town. Lived just a few miles away from the house he grew up in. And you don't see that a whole lot these days. It used to be really common, but now we're just transient. We don't have a sense of locality, a sense of home. We keep moving around for the next big thing. We can't seem to be content and satisfied. My Uncle Kyle was satisfied just to be in McKenzie, Tennessee, and be around the people he grew up with and die in the same place he was born. And that was remarkable to me. And he made a big difference where he was. And at his funeral, I brought up this quotation by Wendell Berry, somebody we talk about a lot on the podcast. Uncle Kyle had a garden, like a lot of people in that part of the country. And Wendell Berry said, gardening is improving a little place of the world, improving just a little part of the world, little piece of the world. And that's what you do. You can only affect so much. Do good wherever you are. And it also reminds me of a couple of Bible passages. One is Proverbs 30, verses 15 and 16. It's kind of a strange set of verses, but you get what he's saying. It's about not ever being satiated, not ever being fulfilled, not ever being satisfied. The leech has two daughters, give and give. Mm-hmm. And then he says, 3 things are never satisfied, 4 never say enough. Sheol, that's the grave, death, the barren womb, the land never satisfied with water, and the fire that never says enough. And he's just drawing comparisons, first the leech, and then Sheol, the barren womb, land never satisfied with water, and fire, of things that just never are content, never fulfilled, never finished. And the opposite of that is what we should be. Mm-hmm. We should learn to be content, which makes me think of the next verse, 1 Timothy 6, verse 6, there's great gain in godliness with contentment. If you have God, you have what you need. And as Jesus said, all these things will be added to you. If we're always looking over what's right in front of us to the next big thing, we can't enjoy our lives. Our lives are right now, right here. This is life. That thing in the future may never happen, and when you get there, it may not be as great as you thought it was going to be. Mm-hmm. And so I don't think the acquirement of knowledge is necessarily the dangerous thing. I know in the context of Frankenstein, that's it. It's the kind of knowledge you're looking for. The experience, I think, is more the knowledge he's talking about, experiential knowledge. Thinking, mm-hmm. when I get to the top, then I'll be happy. Yeah. And the truth is, if you're not happy now, you won't be happy then. Because another thing we say a lot on this podcast is happiness has to come from within. It doesn't come from exterior stimuli or anything like that.
One of the other things I liked about this quote is where he says, learn from my precepts, if not by my precepts, by my example. I committed it to memory when you said it.
Well,
that's impressive. There are 2 ways that I think you can learn. You can watch other people's experience and learn from theirs, or you can experience something on your own. And I like, he's warning people, take the lesson of my life and make better decisions. And he's telling people the easy way to learn is to watch other people and learn from them. It's less costly, it's less painful. Maybe the lesson is not as deeply learned as a lesson that is self-learned, but it's a lot more peaceful to learn from someone else than it is to go through hardship after hardship yourself and face the consequences of those hardships in order to learn a lesson. In this book, Dr. Frankenstein, he loses everyone close to him. At the end of the book, he is a lonely, pitiful wreck, solely because he made these really, really poor decisions, and his life lesson was, wow, you made a bad decision. This was not wise. And he reflects on that near the end of the book. Well, when you see other people going through things like this, don't be afraid to ask them about their experience. Because if you can learn from someone else's experience, it saves you the pain of having to learn through your own experience. That's why 12-step programs, that's why groups, like group studies and stuff like that work so well. It's because you've got a group of people that are together sharing experiences, and you can learn from those shared experiences, and you can find common ground with people without actually having to walk through some of the painful things that they've been through. So I really like that.
Young people should have been listening to Taylor tonight.
Exactly.
Because he's saying, you said you learned some of these things the hard way. Well, they don't have to if they'll listen. But we don't listen. I don't know what it is. Some of us are hard-headed and have to learn it by experience, but that's the harder way to do it.
I think a lot of it's our pride. We think we're better than... Frankenstein thought he was the smartest guy in the world. And he thought he was going to make quite an impact on science. And what he did was he wrecked his life and the lives of a lot of other people.
Yeah.
I don't know. I encourage you to go read it. It was you talk about a book that is a good book, psychology book. That one has got some really, really deep things in it.
I watched the Netflix movie. It was pretty good. It's super gory.
Yeah.
So if you've got a weak stomach, do not watch it.
I think that one after...
Did you see it?
Yeah, I told Dad about it. I watched it the day it came out on Netflix because I was looking forward to it, because when it came out, it was senior year of high school. We had just read Frankenstein. So it was, that's a year later. It's still kind of fresh on my mind. And that movie, more or less, I guess, it gave it, the back half of that movie is from Frankenstein's perspective.
Yeah.
You see everything he went through. And I feel like that places more of an emphasis on the book too. So if you read the book, I would definitely go watch the Netflix Frankenstein after.
But they are different. There's some
different.
differences.
They stole some from the book, but like all things, loosely based on the book. So.
Yeah. The movie seemed to emphasize, among other themes, the danger of playing God.
Yes.
That may be in the book as well, but that was definitely one of the mistakes the doctor made, was he tried to play God, and he found out, I can't take the place of God. I can't do what he did. The pride led to a downfall. And then there's also a great redemptive message in the movie that I don't know if it's in the book.
There's not a lot of redemption in the book.
Yeah,
the movie has a very beautiful moment at the end.
The last 15 minutes of that movie will probably stick with me for the rest of my life. You just see someone go from the highest mountain peaks of pride just sucked to the bottom of the Mariana Trench with humility. It's just like that.
I like the way you put that.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
But I don't know. One of your points you made, and I think this is a good way to close out this podcast, is I don't remember, it was early, like number maybe 9 or 10, was read a book, read often, something like that.
Number 4, read more than you think you should.
Yeah, read.
Yes.
It's one of the best. It's just a wonderful way to gain some knowledge and insight on stuff. And while you're reading, if you happen to come across a great passage, send it to us.
Yeah.
We'll pull it up and we'll talk about it. We're happy to.
We need to throw out our social media stuff.
Oh, yeah, you got to do that.
Passages_podcast on Instagram.
Nope.
Whoops. That's what it used to be.
That's what it used to be.
Oh,
but we've changed it to something simpler that I can't remember.
The Passages Podcast.
The Passages Podcast on Instagram.
And YouTube.
And on YouTube, please subscribe.
Yeah, smash that subscribe button.
A little disclaimer: make sure on YouTube you find the green background, because there is an imposter passages out there.
Yeah, don't help the imposter.
Don't help them.
It's like a fake noodle.
Yeah,
you'll know us when you see us.
If you need help finding it, just send me your email. I'll log in and do it for you. I've got you.
And
I
Tim,
got you covered. I'm good at it.
How about shaving before the next episode? Okay, Tim?
All right, I will.
All right. You're looking good, though. You look a lot younger.
It's Stan now.
Oh, Stan. This is Stan.
This is Stan.
Yeah.
This is Tim's alter ego, Stan.
I'm probably in there more than him, so.
Thanks for joining us tonight, Taylor.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
You did a great job. It was awesome.
It's hanging out with all my unofficial uncles, minus Uncle Tim, but
he's here in
Yes,
spirit.
right.
And your very official dad.
He's here in
That's
spirit.
right. Don't forget that. Yeah, you've joined an elite group of Passages subs.
Mhm.
And yet, unlike the others, you might actually come back someday.
Hey, I'd be honored.
The other three, I think there's three guys.
Not
Maybe
in-
one out of those three will come back.
Yeah.
We'll
don't know.
come back or we'll be invited back. Distinction.
Any of them are welcome
Okay,
to
all
come back, but I only think one out of those
except for
other
that,
three.
except for that one.
Nathan,
The one that stressed you out.
Joel.
He knows.
Oh no, there's
No.
yeah,
He knows which one.
Yeah. You know who you are.
there's more
know
than
you
three
are.
others.
I got what you're doing.
I think you're guess number 5, if I'm
That's what
counting
I
correctly.
think that's right.
So that's out of 100 episodes or more. That's a small group.
That
Hey.
is.
You got to count yourself very fortunate, my young man.
And I'll fill in anytime Tim's gone. I can be Tim. I just need
And
to
I'm
wear
sweating again.
need to wear some glasses so I can pull them down on my nose when I get to
That's
laughing.
right. Yeah, that's a Tim thing. Well, there's a whole lot more to come, so stay tuned. Keep listening to Passages.
Settle down with a man, but I can't understand why you can't settle down with a man.